Have you ever come home after a normal day of socializing, closed your bedroom door, and felt a crushing wave of pure, unexplainable exhaustion, even though you did absolutely zero physical work? You aren't sick, and you aren't physically tired, but mentally, you feel completely drained, as if you just finished running a psychological marathon. We often blame this on being an introvert, or just having a long day. But what if the real reason you are so exhausted has nothing to do with the people around you, and everything to do with a deeply hidden, toxic survival mechanism operating inside your own brain? To understand this invisible fatigue, we have to look deep into the ocean at one of the most highly intelligent and deeply misunderstood creatures on Earth. Enter the octopus, a biological marvel with an entirely unique way of surviving the dangerous depths of the ocean. Unlike a shark that uses raw power, or a turtle that has a hard protective shell, the octopus survives using a completely different strategy: camouflage. When an octopus feels threatened or enters a new environment, its brain sends rapid electrical signals to thousands of specialized cells in its skin, called chromatophores. Within milliseconds, the octopus completely changes its color. But it doesn't stop there. It forcefully manipulates its own muscles to change the physical texture of its skin, perfectly mimicking a rough rock, a smooth piece of coral, or a patch of sand. It completely erases its true identity, becoming entirely invisible by looking exactly like its surroundings. To a predator swimming by, the octopus simply doesn't exist. It is the perfect defense mechanism, but marine biologists have discovered something fascinating about this incredible superpower. It comes with a massive, invisible biological cost. Changing who you are to match your environment takes an unbelievable amount of neurological energy. The octopus can't stay camouflaged forever. It is deeply, physically exhausting. When it is finally safe, the octopus must drop the disguise, return to its true form, and rest in the dark to recover from the intense effort of pretending to be something else. Now, pause for a second and look at your own life. As humans, we don't have chromatophores in our skin. We don't change our physical color to hide from sharks, but psychologically, we possess the exact same survival mechanism. In human psychology, this is called masking. How many times have you completely changed your tone of voice, your opinions, or your entire personality the moment you walked into a specific room? You use a professional, overly polite color for your boss. You change your texture to laugh at jokes you don't even find funny, just to fit in with a specific group of friends. You completely hide your true interests, your struggles, and your authentic thoughts because you are terrified that if society sees the real you, you will be rejected, judged, or attacked. Just like the octopus, you scan your environment, figure out what the room wants you to be, and you instantly morph into that exact shape. You become the chill guy, the perfect employee, or the always happy friend. And it works. You survive the social situation. You avoid the conflict. You blend in perfectly. But here is the terrifying hidden cost of living a camouflaged life. Masking requires immense, constant, neurological effort. You are constantly monitoring every word you say, every facial expression you make, and every reaction you have to ensure the mask doesn't slip. You are literally running a high-powered background app in your brain 24 hours a day, trying to be a version of yourself that doesn't actually exist. This is why you are so deeply exhausted. You aren't tired from doing your job or talking to your friends. You are exhausted from the sheer performance of acting. The octopus uses camouflage as a temporary tool to survive a temporary threat. But we have made the fatal mistake of wearing our camouflage permanently. When you wear a mask every single day, you don't just trick the predators. You trick the people who genuinely want to love you. If you are always blending into the background, no one can ever see the real you. And if they can't see the real you, they can never truly connect with you. You achieve safety, but the price you pay is absolute, crushing loneliness. You end up surrounded by people, completely accepted by the group, but feeling entirely alone. Because they don't love you. They only love the mask you created for them. It is time to learn the ultimate lesson from the depths of the ocean. Surviving is not the same as living. Yes, dropping your camouflage is terrifying. Being authentic makes you visible, and being visible makes you vulnerable. But it is the only way to ever find true peace. Stop exhausting yourself trying to look like a rock or a piece of coral just to fit into a room where you don't belong. Drop the mask. Show your true colors. Find the people who love you exactly as you are. Because a life spent pretending to be someone else is a life completely wasted.